You're listening to a podcast on the Podfix Network.
Is this recorded? Really?
It is.
Okay, because this needs to be in the...
Don't worry. As soon as I got the idea to look it up, I hit record.
Yeah, I'm just saying, my point being is that a Megazord is far larger than a Zoid.
Far larger. And it's some of its parts as well.
And I will say, too, is that the Megazord can get bigger because it can combine with the Dragon Zord and it can get even larger.
Can Zoids not get bigger? Is that...
Can Zoids grow? You know how when you ask Google questions and sometimes it'll just be like websites, but other times it'll be like pulled out quotes. Thus far, everything's been a pulled out quote of like, yes, someone asked about this. The giant dragon type shelled organisms required an abundant source of water in an environment where the Zoid cores would grow into juveniles. So on the frozen land of the glacial periods, they were unable to grow and would die out. So yes, maybe they grow.
I feel like I was sleeping on Zoids. This actually sounds like an interesting premise.
Like a Zord is straight up a robot. Like it's a mech, you control it.
Yeah, Zoids are, I did not know they were partially organic.
Yeah. It's I think it's it's a parable. The show.
It's a parable.
No,
like Christ.
I'm kidding.
What? Yeah.
Judas is an Ultrasaurus.
Zoids is. It was created by Tommy, and it's. Yeah. Okay.
It was created by Tommy.
Yeah, some guy named Tommy.
No, the company.
No,
I mean,
know.
You're gonna say, "Duh, this is obvious," but it was created to sell toys.
What? Duh, that's obvious.
I did have a few Megazord toys. They were pretty dope.
No, I'm talking about Zoids.
Well, yeah, but I didn't have those. I had one that was a big turtle, and then the turtle shell opens up, and then the Dragon Zord comes out of it.
When are animals gonna sue?
When are animals gonna sue? Who, us?
Yeah. Like we copied all their ideas.
Don't give them any good ideas.
Like B-movie?
I don't think. Do we have animals listening to this?
Yeah.
You remember that lawsuit where that photographer got sued for like the rights of a photo that a monkey took of itself? And there was like a legal case of like, does the monkey own the photo rights to this? Because the monkey took the picture.
And it won like an award or something. That's why.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's as good as a monkey, is basically what you're saying. So his photo can't be that good. Or is this monkey fucking awesome?
Yeah, Peter Griffin had a lot of opinions about this legal case. It sounded a little Peter Griffin-y to me.
There, cowboys, and welcome back to another episode of Little Bits and Pieces. I am your host with the most, Jeffrey Fella, and today I'm joined by, I'm going to pass it to Christian Torres. You're up next.
Hi, I'm Christian Torres.
And I'm Matt Walker, huh?
Didn't pass it to you yet, Matt.
Nope, but I am Matt Walker, regardless.
So, I've been thinking a lot, actually.
Uh-oh. How's your brain doing?
Not funny, Matt. I don't have one of those. Could you imagine? I'm sorry. I'm just getting wacky with it. So a lot of our cowboys out there will write in to our fan mail service, and I get this question all the time. What is your deal? Just like that. Bada boom. What is your deal? I can't believe it. And you know what? I want to share this question with my two best friends in the world, but they couldn't make it, so I got to deal with these schmucks. I'm going crazy today, guys.
We don't have laugh track, Jeff.
Yeah, but you can do it later.
No, I can't.
What? Yes, you can.
I don't know how to do it.
One could. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Whoever
you could laugh.
I'm mad at.
You could just laugh.
Ha.
So when it comes to like improv,
wait. Let's get a soundbite of us all laughing for this.
Okay,
laugh
Matt,
track.
you go
Ready?
first.
1, 2, 3. Ha.
Ha ha ha.
See, I thought everyone was going to say ha at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, we could do that.
Because then if we laugh at the same time, they would just go.
Yeah.
Sure, you can and
Ready?
edit out the first part. We'll just leave this in.
No, that sounds good. All right. Oh, hey, you know it'd be fun, guys, if we got a laugh track right now.
Oh my God, Matt, that's brilliant.
It's cool that we're doing this for the first time. Now I'm going to count to 3, and we're all going to laugh for the laugh track. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ha! All right. Well.
Yeah, so if you could just insert that into the previous parts, that'd be great. So, yeah, I guess just in terms of improv, and you don't have to, it could be more than that, but, like, what's your improv deal?
So, I would say that I have a conceptual understanding of games.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, and last of all, that would be me. But nice try. Nice try trying to steal
look
my
what
thing.
I wrote.
This is all
I want to
have.
see how true to.
Mine is spot on.
For our audience, we're talking about our the About Us section of the website of our
The
website.
audience spends, by statistics I've read, our audience spends roughly 3 hours a day on our website, mostly playing the Flash games that we have up there.
Oh, can we get Snake on there? That'd be dope.
Look,
Yes.
if someone smarter than me knows how to do that,
Well,
yes.
it can't be Flash because that's not a thing anymore. But
Java? I don't know. I don't know what any of this means.
Python? Is that
All
a
right.
thing?
So are you going to go first, Christian?
Oh, did you want me to?
Don't you dare pull up the website. I'm going to see how true to it is.
No, I won't.
oh yeah, you're gonna compare. Okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
I think my improv tends to come from a place of sincerity and joy, very gregarious and bombastic, but also with like a cutting acerbic edge. I can get very referential. I can get very reference heavy. But I like to do some grounded scene work when I can, but I also cheat out a fair amount. Go heavy on some references, but I always play smart. I'm a very smart player, and I have a good voice. People have been telling me I've been getting that compliment a lot. People have been telling me I have a nice voice, so it's
okay.
I don't know if that's my deal or not, but that's
How
some
close
stuff
is
about
that
me.
to the internet page, Matt?
Well, let me read it.
Yeah, what you got?
It's
What
funny
you
that
got
you
for
said
me?
the voice thing right at the end. Christian is a veteran improviser, has been performing all over the country. His unique voice shines. Oh, there's a typo there. Whoops. His unique voice shines or acts as the voice of reason to the audience. A gifted grounder of the wild and a wild gifter against the grounded.
I fucking love that. It feels so fucking like Mystery Men. Do you remember the movie Mystery Men?
Yeah.
Where it's like the game of that one guy's character. It's just like, don't let the game play you. You play the game. It's like,
Yeah. And then his specialties lie in freestyle rap, short form games, and bit-centric games. I don't really know what that last the bit-centric games mean.
You haven't read yours yet, right, Matt?
No, I haven't.
No, he's only read one. And that was mine.
I scrolled up to the top and I was like, no, I don't even remember what mine says.
Well, don't read it yet.
I'm not going to.
God.
But yeah, so I guess that's my deal. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to sometimes it's hard to know your own deal when you're in it. But I like to think that when I'm in scenes, I try to just like react naturally and follow the funny in a very earnest way. I think is what I try to do these days.
Would you
just
say
kind
you're
of
earnest?
live in the moment. I think it's important to be. Yeah.
Ernest scared stupid.
Yeah.
Wink. Ernest goes to jail. Wink. I don't know why I'm winking. It's very obvious.
No,
the thing
yeah.
is, you weren't winking in the video. Your eyes are just wide open while you're saying wink.
I'm having trouble sleeping.
You shouldn't be sleeping on the podcast.
That's for me to think and you to find out. That was meant to be insane.
Is it my turn?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think I was accurate? Did I get a good? I don't know. Was I off the mark?
No, I think that was pretty close.
I think you're. Yeah, I think that's a great way to describe it. You're very organic player, but you get game, but
Matt,
you can
who's
subvert
stilted, doesn't understand game, doesn't actually understand human emotion, the range of human emotion.
Are you reading my bio?
Yeah,
Why did I write that about myself?
It's a very mean bio. I don't know. It's in a dark place.
Yeah, I guess.
Stupid Matt is
big dumb head, idiot, moron. Yeah, Geoff, your turn.
Yeah, what you got?
How do you describe yourself as an improviser?
I mean, I do know what my bio says. It says I have a deeply conceptual idea of game.
Yeah, but that's not all of it.
The rest of it is.
Oh, wait a minute.
But do you?
I think I changed it.
What,
I must have changed it because I got made fun of.
Because you lost it. Because you lost your understanding.
Deeply conceptual. That's important because that's.
But you
true.
lost it. You have to. The descriptions are dynamic, so they do update.
They update daily.
It also says "baby on the way."
Yeah, I am baby on the way.
You are baby on the way.
Baby on the way.
Like to think that my improv lies between the apex of wacky and
the wacky of apex,
the nadir of sobriety, and in a lot of ways, my improv is what it's America's improv. My improv is what frees the mind and the soul to the pillars of enlightenment.
Wow, it sounds tedious to watch. That sounds like a chore to sit through.
And I do great scene work.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to read this because I didn't really say anything about your improv. Well, maybe I should. It's funny because yours is so like who you are as a performer, and then Jeff's just like Jeffrey Fella is an improviser with over a decade of experience directing, performing, and teaching improv in both the U.S. and Asia. He has participated in numerous festivals across the country, including the Chicago Improv Festival, Countdown, and more. He offers workshops focused on team dynamics, pacing, and finding joy in improv.
Oh, where do you teach your workshops?
No. They're offered on our website.
Yeah, no, I know that. I just don't. It's really not a. Thanks, Matt. That's a good description.
Yeah, I just explained things you've done, I guess.
I think my improv comes from a place of It's really friendship driven. I mean, I enjoy improv, but I mostly enjoy improv with people I like to be around, which I know is like everybody does. But for me, I think it is friends before the improv itself. And that's true for pretty much everything I do. I don't think there's anything to which that's an exception.
Bros before impros. Pros, improvs.
Sure.
Does it say that on the website?
It does.
It will now.
Yeah.
It will.
Please
Bros
take
before
it off.
improhos.
No.
Improhos. I don't even know what that is.
That's like 2005 brand misogyny. I can live without it.
Hey, I just pronounced improv weird. I didn't say hose.
Yeah, well, someone needs to say it.
Matt does this, but like not to women. He'll like say it. He'll be in a shopping aisle and he'll pick up a bag of chips and he'll be like, "These hoes are going with me." And it's like,
and then
Matt,
he'll say it
doing?
2 more times, and then he grows a beard, and then he's Santa.
Do you do that, Matt?
You just said I do.
What is it? Are you just like
Sorry,
the Bible?
I need to add something to your bio real quick. Doesn't listen to himself. Disagreeable.
Isn't that the saddest thing? Those of us who don't listen to ourselves.
Yeah, it is.
Are doomed to repeat.
I really like the headshot that we have for you on the website too.
Is it the fingers across the forehead?
Yeah,
we're doing Mr. X.
Like you're fucking doing Professor X.
Yeah, Professor X. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean Mr. X.
He's a fucking.
I did mean Mr. I know he has his doctorate. I'm sorry.
He's a teacher.
Yeah,
He has tenure. At his own school.
At his own school, so it's not that impressive. But
Yeah.
he does have tenure.
Yeah, enough money, and I guess anybody can become.
I actually don't know if he has a doctorate or not. I was just thinking about that because he's just a professor. He's not doctorate.
Doesn't
Professor-
Beast must?
Beast is
Yeah,
Dr.
he is.
McCoy. Yeah, Dr. Hank McCoy.
Professor, what is it that you specialize in? In the mutant experience.
That doesn't have a doctorate program here.
And it's really a communications major. I made my own major.
I would love if he had a degree in telecom because that is what he does.
Yes. He made his own major in telecoms, and it's in mutant studies. Yeah, I would say, Geoff, you also lean in on the absurd, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I embrace it in a way that a devil may care kind of, embrace of the absurd. I would agree with that. And it's sort of a callback to an era of, the surrealist art style, even Dadaism, if you will, and incorporating those sort of elements, but through a comedic filter.
Sure.
And that's where you get a lot of what I'm doing on stage.
More like an absurdist comedy approach, like any absurdist comedy.
Like a devil may
surrealist.
care sort of
Sure.
embrace.
Dadaism, yeah.
It's a different. I said Dadaism.
Oh, you mean dadisms?
Well, yeah, because you're a baby on the way. So I said Dadaism.
I'm baby on the way.
Yeah, it's going in your bio.
It's going in your body.
Matt,
your bios are going to be live feeds of your life.
It's like you won't even know it. Like the second you do something, it'll update the thing. It real like Black Mirror vibes.
Just update.
Credit score of.
I would say the way I describe what I do is it's very game centric, but it's also very it's knowingly game centric. I don't know. I don't take improv itself very seriously at this point, and though I can, I don't.
And neither should you.
Don't enjoy taking it seriously. But I like you said, Geoff. I think I really enjoy doing it with people I know and trust to understand what I'm doing. And but I would say, yeah, I don't know. I used to kind of say I'm more of an all around. I do a lot of different stuff, but I definitely lean more into the meta sort of. It's commenty, but it's not at the same time. I don't know. It is hard to describe. I don't know if you guys can.
No, I agree with that because as someone who's performed with you for a while now, I will say like there hasn't been a team that I've seen you on where you haven't like fit in and like added to the group. So I feel like you are a very adaptable player. Like you can very much.
I don't like where this is going at all. I want to jump in here and say Matt sucks. He's back. Performances are really some of the worst things I've ever seen. Tasteless.
Yeah, but it usually
crass.
fits in with the shit groups I'm on. That's what Christian's saying.
Oh, then yes, Christian is right on the money,
including this one. So you didn't get the dig.
I would say something that I have heard people point out before, or maybe not. Maybe it's just I read this into what people say about our improv, and I'm trying so hard not to turn this into a jab. I think that you really excel at like subtle body things, like facial expressions, like a voice change or like a reaction. It always feels so well timed. And honestly, like I think 90% of the improv that I enjoy doing, it comes down to timing. It's just like the right thing at the right time. And I would say that is something that you are marginally, it is acceptable. I mean, I can see where people would think it's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, I will say I do think you have like a confidence in your work that I think
Arrogance.
definitely comes across in the sense of like I feel like when audiences are watching you, there's never like a point where people are concerned that you don't have a hold on the situation. So I do
Oh,
think
that's
you do.
good.
I
Because
do.
I rarely do.
I don't know. To me, you always seem to like. I always feel like, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. Like you always seem to like have this vibe of just like competence.
That's funny. I'm sure I just build like escape routes for myself.
Maybe it's just you're pretty tall, so maybe that's
yeah.
But
I'm
it's
tall, and
no,
people trust me.
it's the shrug. There's a moment where I will say something just that could not work, and you just do this shrug. And
Here.
it's just,
Do you want to do the sure thing?
sure.
Give me something that you want to do that you think we should do, Geoff.
Well, I brought it up last time. I genuinely think it'd be really good. I would love to do a show where we have CRTs. I think we really need to get a CRT on stage.
Sure.
Sure. How did I do it?
And I think it just always goes. It always plays well. I think the audience is always really happy. And again, this even goes back to the friendship thing, because I don't think. I mean, I've seen you do it with strangers, and I die laughing inside when it happens. I don't think the audience picks up on it as much when I'm watching and thinking like I know exactly what is going on, right? But it's great.
Sort of like I know where this my scene partner is leading this, but I want to be a good scene partner.
Yeah, it is a sort of out of body experience,
Yeah.
and I guess all of us are kind of comfortable being out of body in our scenes, and that's.
Right.
I guess to Voltron this or whatever is yes. It's I think the thing that ties us all together is we're all comfortable being ourselves playing characters, right? Which is kind of where the quote unquote meta comes in. It doesn't have to be meta. It's not always that way, but I think when it is, we're kind of all on the same page where we all are sort of shrugging, saying sure. And then something does happen. It's not sure and then it dies.
Right.
It's sure. And then, the scene keeps going and people are laughing and we're having a good time, because it's almost as if on the level that we're friends, we're kind of like nodding and like going, yeah, okay, I know what you're doing. Well, the character can still do what the character needs to do. And it's good. I mean, it's very freeing in a sense.
Right. Like I definitely think that while meta is like a what I would say is like a description of what we do, I don't really think it's like the defining tenets of what we do. Where I think because I think we talked earlier, maybe in a previous episode, about sort of like acknowledging like what's going on and kind of like and I think there's this element of like we are good at like acknowledging the fact that like we're people in a room performing and with the people who are in the room that we're in, with the people that we're around, and I think that we're just like accepting of all of it. It's like not just of the reality of the scene, but of the reality of reality. And I think we kind of like play in the moment, because that's the thing about improv is you play in a moment. You don't really play. You're not like recording it for posterity to live on forever. You're just doing it for the moment in the room that you're in. I think that's kind of what we do well.
Yeah. I feel like, meta's not the best word. I feel like it's an acute awareness of the way improv is done.
Which you
and
want.
Yeah, exactly. But then this idea of like, come on, guys, we all know where this is going. We're not going to do that,
I mean, it's again going back to the friends thing, the amount of times where I will send Matt a message and at the same time will receive the same message that I just sent. And it's like, okay,
it's just happened. What did you send to me? I said egg on your face, and you sent me the egg on face emoji, and I was like, oh shit, that's wild.
But I mean, the exact same moment. But the thing is, like, I think ultimately you can be amazing at improv, and there is something to be said for that. But what's really wonderful to me is doing improv with your friends. Like, I don't know how else to. It's not a fancy name. It's not some sort of special, like, or it is special, but it's not like a it's not a technique or something you can teach in a school. It's just like, you're funniest when you're with people you enjoy being funny with, and people like to watch Friends, the show.
Right. Yeah, it's popular show. Good,
I'm adding that to your bio.
Good syndication numbers.
Does not teach how to be friends. Well, that was a pretty good summation. Nice to both of you.
Yeah,
I hosted
we
this
formed,
episode, so I'm kind of.
I think we formed a good Megazord there. I think we could slice down the monsters.
Hey, maybe we just collected 50 Zoids and smushed them together, melted them down in a big old fire, which is awful.
Is that what happens
sentient.
to Zoids? Oh,
no.
God.
Zoids are sentient?
Yeah, and they can feel pain.
Oh, no.
That's what the wiki says.
Yeah.
Zoids have to contend with the moral repercussions of what they've done, too. That's the worst part.
Ooh, I'm just going to Google real quick before we close it out. Geoff, you might want to start closing it out. I'm going to Google, can Zoids feel pain?
So while Matt Googles this real quick, just want to thank all our cowboys for tuning in. And if it's not too much trouble, feel free to like and subscribe and hit all the buttons you need to hit to make sure that you're getting our content regularly. Do we have any shout outs we need to do, Christian?
No, just to the Zoids and Tommy, the creator of Zoids,
who is a big sponsor of our work here. And thank you so much to the Tommy Network, to Mr. Tommy himself, who will be on the show next time, and who a lot of people say sound like myself.
So,
yes, Matt?
What's the consensus? Do Zoids feel pain?
Well, not a consensus, unfortunately. But within the people also ask is, how do Zoids reproduce?
Oh, are we gonna?
No, I don't want to go into it. It's asexual budding, if I'm reading that correctly. But
if you're reading the word asexual correctly,
no, I'm not. But why was Zoids canceled? It made me laugh because I was like, wait, did Zoid get canceled?
They said some dodgy stuff on Twitter.
But yes, no, it's boy, a lot of people are very curious about Zoids. I recommend this rabbit hole. Yeah, but the Patreon as well. The Patreon
yes.
and the TikTok and all those things. We're going to link them. They're going to be linked to everything, but we're going to be streaming as well to Twitch. So
be sure to tune in as much as you can, Cowboys. We need that helicopter for longtime listeners. You'll know the helicopter we're talking about. Only one way to get there, and it's through you guys. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Christian Torres from Walrus. If you're interested in supporting this show, the best thing that you can do is rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure to check out walrus.com, that's WALLARES, for a full list of our socials, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stay tuned for news about any live shows that we may have, and new episodes of Little Bits and Pieces come out every Thursday wherever you get your podcasts.
The show you've just listened to is a part of the Podfix Network. To listen to other shows on the network, head over to podfixnetwork.com, follow on Twitter @Podfix, and join the Podfix Nation at facebook.com/Podfix.